Hey guys, I'm going to give a little pre-warning to the episode. I have a little tickle in my throat through the majority of it. I tried my best to stay away from the mic and mute the mic, but there will be times where I cough aggressively. So I apologize. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the experience. Thanks, guys. All right, folks, welcome in to our second episode of The Unimportant Viewpoint with Nate and Luke. I am Luke.
Yo, I'm Nate. What's up?
All right, guys, so let's get into some stuff that's happened this past week. So after the last episode, I went home and I showed my wife the first episode, and let me tell you, guys, she was not happy. She wasn't mad, I guess, per se, but she was not happy about the fact that I mentioned our children as being super important and completely whiffed and didn't mention her at all.
Mom life.
So, babe, I love you. Sorry. You probably are more important than our kids. Don't tell them. And, you know, obviously that led right into Father's Day weekend. So, like, she had to like show out for me on Father's Day and make me feel worse about it, especially because on Mother's Day I dropped the bag. It came up on me too quickly, and I dropped the bag, hardcore dropped the bag.
Oh man!
So she crushed it. We had a barbecue, and so we knew we were gonna be pretty busy on Saturday, and obviously Father's Day was on Sunday, so we went ahead and like did presents and stuff on Friday, I believe it was. It was either that or we did it on Saturday morning. I can't really remember when it was.
Important details.
But she gave me the presents from the kids, which anybody that doesn't know, my kids are very young, so it was from her. She got me 2 bourbon like glasses, and one of them was a picture of me and my son engraved on it, and then the other one was a picture of me and my daughter engraved on it. She crushed it.
Shout out Jenna, man.
Yeah, totally shocked. Didn't know. She had told me, like, that was one of the reasons why I knew, like, on Mother's Day I screwed up, because she was like, I've been planning your Father's Day present for like 2 months already, and I'm like, man, what an idiot. What an idiot. But yeah, so that was awesome. And then, so that got the weekend started pretty good. And then, obviously, we were having a barbecue. We were having, like, both of our families over. So we were doing stuff, cleaning stuff around the house. We had packages come in left and right for, like, outdoor stuff for the kids to play with and stuff. Because I've got a bunch of nieces and nephews. And then Jenna's got a few. Well, they're both of our nieces and nephews. But you know what I mean. Like, I have a ton on my side, and she's got a few on her side, so we were prepping for that, and so packages were coming, and I shit you not, this at the time it scared the shit out of me. Like my heart was racing so hard I thought I was gonna freaking have a heart attack. But Jenna was going outside, and for some reason I was behind her. I wasn't even going out there. I guess I was just talking to her, and she was walking to go outside, so I just walked behind her. Well, she opened the door, and something just it just fell. Something hit the porch. And, like, I didn't necessarily 100% register what it was at the time, but she slammed the door so quick that, like, it scared me, because I knew, like, obviously it was something, like, oh, what the heck was that?
Yeah.
And she was like, did you see that? And, like, at that point, my mind finally registered, like, what it was that I saw, and a freaking snake.
Ew, no, get the fuck
fell
out.
from our, like, the roof of our porch and hit the concrete.
I would have died.
Yeah.
No, get out of here.
Can you imagine if she had stepped out? Like, if she had been quick about, like, opening the door and then stepping out, and that thing freaking fell on her?
Instant death. KO'd. Get me out.
I mean, I just shoved her and closed the door. You
Honestly,
know what I mean?
shout out for you for not doing that. Because I would have had that reaction. No question.
And, like, so both of us literally were like shaking.
Oh
We were
my
like,
God.
what the? And like, I'm not necessarily like a big, like I'm not somebody that's like super sketched out by snakes, but like if one fell on me, you can guarantee I would shit an entire brick. But man, like just, it's like fight or flight, and I don't even know if I had fight or flight, but
You froze, bro.
might have been
You-
froze
you
because I
locked
didn't
up.
register. Jenna was flight. She shut that door quick as hell.
Again, shout out Jenna.
But yeah,
Goat.
and I swear, so that's like left us bamboozled for a little bit. But so then we went ahead and prepped everything, and I went out and like made sure the snake like disappeared to the neighbor's yard. But the thing is, like, I'm one of those people, like, I don't ever kill them, but Jenna's all about like, hell no, get them out of here. Like,
Shout out Jenna. That's my girl.
kill them. So usually I try to not even let her know about snakes if I see them. I just like don't say anything and just let them live. But this one, luckily, it was big. It wasn't even a small snake either. It was big, and so it got into the neighbor's yard, and so we went ahead and got everything ready for the barbecue, and I grilled like 5 different racks of ribs and with 4 different barbecue sauces, like gave some variety and stuff, and that they were delicious. And I started talking to my brother-in-law about the snake situation. I was like, that scared us so hardcore. And he's like, well, one day they were renovating the house that they lived in at the time, and he went, and my dad has like a big truck with like a big old bed on it. It's almost like a dump truck, but it doesn't have a dump bed.
Yeah.
And he went and borrowed it, and he went to my parents' house, and where they lived at the time was, I don't know, it's probably at least 20-minute drive, I would guess, roughly, maybe 15, 20 minutes. And he went to my parents' house and got the truck, and he drove it to his house, and he was going to throw some stuff that he was getting rid of out of their house in it. And he did all that, and then he was getting back into it to take all that stuff off.
No.
And he opened the door, and I guess there was a snake on the top of the door frame of the vehicle, and it fell on him. And that's nightmare fuel right there for you.
Why are we talking? No. What
Yeah.
the hell?
That messed me up.
I messed up just hearing that. Golly.
Yeah, messed me
I'll
up.
be damned.
So that is what happened in my week.
My week is a little less crazy than that, thankfully. No snakes I gotta deal with. Only thing I got really going on, my 7-year wedding anniversary is on Sunday. So shout out to my husband, Clint.
Shout out, Clint.
Yeah, I didn't mention him last podcast. He was also upset, but, that's how I roll. Yeah, that's what I do, man. And then regarding last episode, I just want to give a quick shout out to the podcast that we stole the unnamed workplace phrase from. So shout out the Dudes Abide. Go give them a listen after you are done with us. They're a pretty good podcast. Pretty cool guys, I guess.
Yes. Speaking of which, I saw Timmy at the
Yeah,
unnamed
shout
workplace
out
the other
Timmy.
day,
Uh-huh.
and he's been talking about how he's losing weight on the podcast, and I'm telling you what, he slimmed down a lot.
See, I
And
never
he
knew
wasn't.
him.
He never was like. I mean, it's when I seen him, he
Yeah.
never was like really big. Like, I'm not trying to say like he was like really chunky and needed
Yeah.
to lose weight. He didn't look like he needed to lose weight, but he looks like super thin and fit now.
He looks good
So,
now.
Shout out.
Shout out Timmy and Ryan. Give a shout out to Ryan. So that was my week. Luke, I got a question for you. What are you nerding out on right now?
So I'm kind of in like a in-between nerding out phase, I guess, kind of.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that I've had been nerding out on. I'm not as like crazy into it at the moment, but I mean, I still am into it, but not like as like aggressively as I was before. But a couple of those things is I got into bourbon recently.
Hell yeah, you did.
And I got a collection now, and it's just I don't have a taste bud, I guess. I don't know nothing about like the different things that have to do with bourbon and all that stuff that like people know, and they like talk about it, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know how much you can say I've nerded out about it.
I think they're making it up anyway. I think it's real.
Yeah. But I've had that, and then I was listening to a podcast about Roman history. I bought a book about Roman history, mostly because of the podcast guy. His name's Mike Duncan.
Yeah.
He wrote a book about some of the stuff that he talked about in the podcast I was listening to. I listened to that whole thing, and I was like super into that the whole time. So that's kind of a couple things I had been nerding out about. I'm not as much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently in the Roman like history book that he wrote, but I'm not like very far in it, and I'm kind of hit or miss on whether I'm actually reading it at the moment or not. You know me.
Yeah, I do know you.
I get into books, and then I read a couple pages, and then I stop for like 6 months.
Takes
and
you like
then
a year to read a little tiny book.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I read at work, and that's the only time I do. So
Yeah.
And it's only during lunch. It's only 45 minutes, and I don't spend the whole time reading.
Yeah.
So I only read like maybe 10 minutes at a time, maybe.
Yeah.
And I don't even read like every day. And what's hilarious about this is I've got this book is literally, I mean, it's on a silver platter to be read in small increments, because it's the way the chapters are is it's got a bunch of, I don't even know what they call those, but it's like divided in portions. Like each chapter is not even, it's not like a continuous thing. There's breaks in the middle of the chapter. And I haven't even made it to the first chapter yet.
Bro.
I'm still in the introduction.
Bro, come on.
But to be fair, you know me, it's been on my bookshelf at home, not going to work with me for probably a month at least, if not longer than that. So
it ain't gonna happen.
That's my problem.
It ain't gonna happen.
No, you know it'll happen. I mean, how long did it take me to read the original, like the Outlander, the first book?
Since I've known you.
Yeah, and I finished it.
I mean,
I finished it.
Sure. I finished.
I'm glad I didn't go into the second one, because
oh my god,
especially how I fell off reading.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my thing, that, you know, I suck at reading. I mean, I don't suck at reading. I love reading.
That was rude to yourself.
And
what are you doing?
I read a lot when I just go through phases. Like I'll read like hardcore. I read what's the name of that book? The
greatest book
Achilles
of all time.
One. Yes.
The Goat.
Yes.
The Song of Achilles.
Yeah. I started reading that book, and I finished that book in like no time.
And you didn't even cry. I can't believe you didn't cry.
Fuck you. First of all, why would I cry?
We're not going to get into it, because it would be a whole episode by itself.
You're about to cry right now about it.
I cry every time I read it, and I've read it like 4 times now.
That's insane. That's insane. And then I guess the last thing I'm going to be nerding out about, I haven't got there yet, because I just started it. But to be fair, I just started it, and I'm already like 9-10 episodes in.
Hell yeah.
But is The Expanse.
Yeah, boy.
So far, that show, so I've started watching the show. There's a book series. I've bought the first book already, even though I'm reading something else. And even though it might take me 13 years before I actually finish it.
That hurts.
I am watching the show, and I'm 9 episodes in, and it's so good. And like, you kind of introduced me to it.
Yeah.
As well as Anderson, and I guess you read the books.
I didn't watch the show. I read all the books.
Okay. Yeah. So you told me about the show, so I started watching it, and y'all were telling me that you were telling me that you had heard it was pretty, I guess, low budget, or
it was on sci-fi.
It was on sci-fi, and so it wasn't like high quality show at first.
Rough. Yeah.
And I guess Anderson was saying that too, and so I went into it thinking like, I'm gonna have to like force myself through these first like one or two, whatever, how many ever it was on sci-fi, and like just get past the fact that like everything looks goofy and not realistic, and it is actually looks decent. So I'm like, I don't even know what is going to happen when it gets to higher budget, because I'm like, it looks kind of impressive to me. I'm like, I was expecting it to be like, oh no, I guess I didn't know what the show was about. I knew it was in space and stuff, and so I guess I thought there was gonna be like aliens and stuff, like, you know, crazy aliens and stuff.
Not quite.
And there's not. So I guess I was in my head thinking there was gonna be some like
goofy
like alien. Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker on there or something.
That would be great though. I'd watch that.
And And it's not, because
No,
the only weird thing is that the belters or whatever they're called are like elongated because they're not in a normal gravity.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I mean that I don't think they look bad for that. I mean, for what they're trying to accomplish. So that's kind of what I'm soon to be nerding out about. I'm not gonna say I'm going full nerd on it yet, because for one thing, I need to finish that freaking Roman book and be reading the book and watching the show for me to say that I'm fully nerding out on it, or be a couple seasons in and be freaking like pumped about it and talking mad shit about it. So
I'm hyped for you.
So I will get there on it. But what have you been nerding about lately?
Lately, I've been, busy with this podcast. That's my new obsession.
Amen.
It's been fun so far. I'm here for it. I'm hyped. Other than that, I'm reading a book called Dandelion Wine by Ray Bradbury.
Okay.
Oh,
Pause.
God, I knew this was going to happen.
Pause.
Too.
So we've got a notes folder,
You
guys,
piece of shit.
listeners, just so you know. And we share it together, and we
Okay,
write
I'll
stuff
share
in, and
it
we
too.
can see what each other's putting on there. And I seen that Dandelion Wine, and I'm glad it's a freaking book, because I was about to say that's the gayest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I knew your homophobic little bitch ass would have something to say.
Okay, listen
during
here.
Pride Month too. How dare you?
Dandelion wine.
First of all, would you
What
not?
the fuck is dandelion
Would you not
wine?
drink dandelion wine?
I don't even know what the hell that is.
It's fucking wine made out of dandelions. What do you think it is? Do the math, bro. You fucking make dandelions into wine.
Okay, exactly.
I'm not a fucking winemaker, but
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
I
You're
got
right.
common sense, bro.
You're right, and I'm right too. Gayest shit I've ever heard. Move on.
Homophobic. Cancel Luke. Fucking email the pod. Fucking cancel Luke. Get the hashtag.
Okay,
going
hold
right
on.
fucking
Hold
now.
on. Don't cancel Luke. I'm not being homophobic, but I'm just saying that if I didn't know that you were gay, the dandelion wine thing, if it was the beverage,
Bro.
kind of suggests. I'm not saying like. I don't know. I'm not necessarily saying
Keep
that.
digging
like,
your hole. Just
it's
keep going.
okay.
I'm
Yeah,
here for,
just
that's
yeah.
what I-
Just
that's
move
what I
on.
fucking
Just move
thought.
on.
Do you remember when I talked about my car and I didn't change my oil in high school because I didn't know you had to? Do you
Yeah.
remember what you said to that?
Oh yeah, I trashed you on
You
that.
want to repeat it?
I can't remember what I said word for word.
Do you know how I know you're gay? You didn't know you had to change your oil in your car. Garbage human. I don't know why we're friends.
Okay, listen, I'm not homophobic. I just like bashing you.
Said every
And that's-
homophobe ever.
Listen, that's just one way I can bash you, is just, talk mad shit about the fact that, like, you didn't know that you needed to change your oil.
Bro, how was I supposed... Did I... No.
Did
my dad teach me that? No.
that's on him, I guess.
And he was a fucking mechanic.
That makes it
Didn't
even
teach me
worse.
shit.
That makes it even worse.
Bro.
I think this was news to me just now, and that makes it worse.
He was like one of those redneck mechanics where like you worked out of your own garage on your little redneck friends' cars. Like nothing good.
That makes it even worse. That makes it even worse than him being a mechanic.
Bro.
At least if he was like going to a shop and you
Bro.
didn't see it, but you were seeing it.
Was I supposed to ask him, is there oil that needs to be changed in this car? How would I fucking know?
I don't know.
I was a dumbass little kid.
Couldn't have been too little of a kid. You got to
Well,
be 16
alright.
to drive.
Fuck
so,
you. Moving on. Piece of shit. Okay. I'm also nerding about a show called Fleabag on Amazon Prime. I've watched it like 4 times already, but I've been rewatching it. It's great. One of the greatest comedies ever made. Hands down.
I don't know anything about it, so I'm not gonna.
Oh, no comment from you? Great. Moving on then.
It's bullshit.
Okay, whatever, bro.
Was it okay? Hold on. First of all, you can't just move on that quickly. What is it like? What is it about?
It's like a British comedy. Well, kind of.
British comedy.
Sure. Yeah, but not The Office. It's not like that. It's unique. It's the main character.
I struggle with British
I know
TV shows.
Same, but like this one, it's unique. She'll break the fourth wall constantly.
Yeah.
Like they do that camera turn, but the way they do it, it's not like overdone or like, because some shows do it and it's kind of like okay, we get it. Like it's been done before, not that great. This show, the way they handle it, 10 out of 10.
Okay, 10 out of 10. I might eventually give it a shot.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it over?
It's over. It's 2 seasons. Like they're short. Like I think it's like 6 or 8 episodes a season.
Okay,
Like,
because I ain't got time in my life to watch a show.
it's an easy breezy watch. Like no,
that I'm gonna have to wait for seasons to come out. There's too many good shows out there.
I really hate that about you.
I refuse.
It
I
frustrates the
refuse.
fucking shit out of me.
I mean, okay, it's not everything. So like, if
Well, yeah.
I'm like major hype about something, I will watch it. Like when that Harry Potter TV show comes out, you can bet your sweet ass I will be watching it immediately.
First of all, when that comes out, podcast is over. I ain't got time for it. I'm just watching Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, and then the House of the Dragon when that comes back out, I'll watch it as it's coming out. Like if it's something that like I'm nerding out about, like I will clearly watch it if it's in still going. But
bro, you're missing out on the hype though. The discussion, the hype, like.
Yeah, but like if in my head if I don't care that much about it while it's going on, then the hype's not gonna be there anyways. I'm not gonna care. So. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, it's just the way I do it. There's too many shows out there, and I can't have myself watching like 15 shows all at the same time.
Yeah, I don't do that
because they're currently going on.
Yeah.
So
you should check that one out. Season 2, episode 1, favorite episode of all time. It's
all shows or that show?
Any show.
Oh,
I was in my basement watching it last weekend, cackling, like crying, laughing. And I've seen it before, right? It's great. Well, it's fantastic, bro. And other than that, soccer is like 10 out of 10 right now for me. The USA played this past weekend. We beat Mexico, and we will beat Canada the next day or 2 days later, whatever, and won some tournament. I don't even know what it was, but it was fun to see like the USA men's team actually win. It was great.
Yeah, I don't know much about soccer, but I did see that. McKinney.
Yeah, Xavier McKinney.
Jeez. Anyways, I saw that situation where he got the red flag or whatever, and he couldn't even play in the final. And I thought I don't know anything about soccer again, and I thought like maybe he was an important person for the team, but I guess either he was and it didn't matter, or he wasn't and so it didn't matter.
No, he's good.
But I saw that situation and he deserved the red card. Did I call it a red flag the first time?
I don't know. Probably because you're a dumb American.
Okay, I mean, I might be an idiot and called it a red flag. But anyways, he got the red card, and he clearly deserved the red card. I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah.
But that other dude deserved what happened to him, too.
Yeah, he did. It was fire. It was fire.
Yeah, I can't believe that, I don't know, that I guess he deserved it, but like at the same time I feel like if somebody it's like a situation is deserved, in my head I'm thinking like a red card might be a little bit drastic, but I guess like he did kind of like
it was a red card.
Yeah, he definitely took that dude out.
Yeah, and it was like, I mean, it didn't hurt the USA. Like it was fine. It was a good moment for fans, especially, and we won the next game anyway without him. We had people step up, and then Lou City, my other soccer team, we're not doing too hot, but like it's still fun to watch and follow them. We were supposed to go to the game this Saturday, but with our anniversary coming up, it just didn't work out.
Yeah, so I get that.
I don't know. And I know you wouldn't go because it's a Pride night and you're homophobic. So
oh, come on,
that wouldn't happen for you.
Wow, that is unfair.
Cancel Luke. Get him canceled right now.
Listen, that.
Garbage.
Stop it. We haven't even got started and you're already trying to get me canceled.
It's Pride Month. I get away with what I want. This is my fucking month, bro.
Wow.
I get 1 month out of the year. I ain't no straight white man like you.
Okay, whatever. Okay, sorry, I'm a straight white man.
You should be.
I can't help it. It's just the way I am.
Same.
Anyways, I have a dude that I work with that is into MLS, and he's going to a game in Nashville, I think, in a couple weeks. Nashville? Okay. I can't remember what he said it's called. It's not Nashville. I mean, they don't call their teams Nashville. It's like, FC Nashville or Nashville United or the soccer club of...
Yeah, I don't remember their name.
Whatever. They got weird-ass freaking names for their shit, but it's... Nashville's soccer team. Sure. I don't know why I get that like in other countries that's how they name their soccer teams, but it seems weird to follow that just because that's the way they do it. when it's in the United States. I guess I get it, but
You're
I'm also
sounding very
like,
American right now.
I'm just saying like but it is an American sport. You know what I mean? Like not
It's
American
played in
sport, but
America.
it's being played in America.
Sure.
So that's why I don't understand. It's probably part of the reason why they have not as many fans as they probably should.
Yeah,
is
people like you
of,
are uneducated.
because of that stuff. And then you have freaking Messi
Oh yeah.
going to enter Miami.
Yeah.
Somehow I actually know the name of that
I'm
one.
proud of you, bro.
But anyways, he's going there, and the tickets before he decided to go there were like $29 to get into the game
nothing.
that was going to be his debut game. Whatever, I think it's in July sometime. And after he signed, they're like 600 and something.
Yep.
That's nuts.
It's wild. I mean, he's a goat.
I get it. Yeah, exactly. He's awesome, but it's still crazy though. Like,
Well, yeah, it.
but I guess if you
Yeah.
get a chance to see the greatest of all time,
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna pay that, but like
yeah. I mean, me neither.
rich people in Miami, they're gonna pay that.
That's another thing too. It's Miami,
Yeah,
because I'm like,
I'd go. I'd play there.
I've been super into F1 and
Oh.
I'm not as much now, but I mean, I'm still into it. I still keep up with it a little bit, but like when you look at the prices to go to the Miami one, like, oh my.
Well, yeah, that's.
And they're going to Vegas this year too, and oh my god, a normal person can't go to it. It's impossible.
F1's not for normal people.
I mean, yeah, when it's in other countries, it is, but in the United States, oh my god,
Shout out capitalism.
The prices are
Shout out.
outrageous. But anyways, that has nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Yeah,
I
we're
just,
not going down that road today.
yeah, it's just, to me, that's insane that they, I mean, make your money, I guess, because they can, but that's pretty nuts.
It is wild.
So, you're into soccer, so
Hell yeah.
to move on to another sport,
Ooh yeah, boy.
NBA draft Thursday night happened, and your boy Cason Wallace, well, I guess not really your boy, it's
I don't
more
care. I
my
don't
boy,
even know who
but
that.
Cason Wallace,
Yeah, good for him.
got drafted above that trash known as Kobe Brown.
First of all, Kobe Brown is a Mizzou legend. He'll go down as an icon. I hope he gets a statue one day. Like
Wow.
Started as a
That's all it takes. All it takes in Missouri is to have a career like Kobe Brown's.
First of all, Michael Porter Jr. played 4 games for us, and he's a GOAT.
Wow.
He did nothing for us, but he
Yep. Wow.
First of all, I'm going to steal your...
What it must be to be a Missouri fan where
it's just a lot of heartbreak.
4-game MPG or whatever his name is.
First of all, NBA champion Michael Porter Jr. Put some respect on his name, motherfucker.
Yeah, hold on. You do know who the point guard on that team and the Robin to the Batman of the Joker.
Yeah, Jamal Murray, he's nice. Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah. So how you going to talk shit about?
But so was Michael Porter Jr., bro.
I mean, he's a decent role player, yeah.
He's a fucking starter.
You can be a role player as a starter.
All right, we're not. Kobe Brown is a legend, better than any Kentucky player that got drafted. Catch me in a couple years, we'll see who's still crushing it in the league.
I can guarantee you, Cason Wallace, his floor is gonna be a really, really good NBA player. So
wow, what a great floor.
I'm not really worried about
all right.
him not being in the league in a few years.
All right.
His defense alone will have staying power. Now, Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah, good luck to him.
My boy Chris Livingston. I think he has a shot. I think the system at UK didn't really showcase what he can do. But it's whether he's going to get a shot to actually show it.
It's tough as a second-round pick to make a headway in the league.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll see.
But at least he got drafted, unlike Oscar Tshiebwe. Just want to give a quick shout-out to my boy Nick. You owe me a fucking drink because he did not get drafted. You fine. But good luck to Oscar. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he is, and I could have told you that he wasn't going to get drafted.
Same.
In fact, I tried to tell Nick 1,000 times he wasn't going to get drafted.
He was so confident too, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him. And sadly, I'm pretty sure I read that like he's the first Naismith player of the year that didn't get drafted
It's
into
pretty
the
crazy,
NBA.
but it's just not his game.
It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't translate as well to the NBA what he
No.
does, and then also he's old.
Yeah, he is old.
Because I mean, you're talking. I want to say he's like 24, maybe 23, 24.
Yeah, and these kids are like 18 and 19 getting drafted.
When you're getting drafted, and you're not like head and shoulders way better than the people around you that are way younger. You're not gonna get a chance.
No,
you're not gonna get a chance. But let's get away from sports for a little bit and talk about what I'm assuming probably most people, at least anybody at work, was talking about.
Oh my gosh, nonstop.
The freaking Titanic. The Titanic submersive, whatever the difference between those things are.
Driven by a fucking cheap game controller.
Yeah,
like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I just don't. The thing I don't get about the whole situation, and I guess it's because I don't have it, is that why, if you are a billionaire, and I'm not trying to like crap on some dude that lost his life, but like, why as a billionaire do you feel the need to go 2 miles below the surface of the ocean?
I don't know.
When like, the thing is that he's inside of a
tin can.
He's not even. It'd be different if like he was able to like walk on the surface of the Titanic or something like that. But he's inside of a thing and he's looking out a window to see it. I feel like he's got people like that. They have enough money. They could probably have like a really high quality VR set that would be the equivalent of feel the same.
Or they can like have someone build them a Titanic, like a smaller one. I don't know. A
little smaller one,
dude,
like
literally
a replica
anything else
to go visit it.
Yeah, anything else.
I mean, that's not the same though. I get wanting to see it in person, but I'm not. I get wanting to see it in person if it was like somewhere.
It's a boat.
Somewhere like easily accessible, but like when it's at 2 miles below the ocean, I don't get it.
I'm sorry. If I'm in a museum and I see a sunken boat, I'm not gonna care. It's a boat that like didn't do its job properly. Why do I want to look at that?
Listen.
I don't like.
Listen.
Who cares?
I don't know that you can blame the ship.
Because are you blaming the iceberg?
No,
because it was minding its fucking business.
I don't want to blame.
Literally chilling.
Listen, I don't want to blame the man that went down with the ship, but I'm pretty sure they've came out and said that if they just hit it head on, they would have been fine. But because they tried to turn, and it just put a gash down the side of the boat, that was the reason why it went down. So, I mean, I guess in the situation you don't know. Hey, let's just fucking full bore go into this thing. But
that's what you have to do with life, man.
Just
straight into it. Hit it head on.
Wreck it, huh?
Wreck it, Ralph, bro.
I was thinking the same shit. But yeah, so whatever.
Yeah.
To go from one billionaire to the next billionaire.
Dumb.
What up with this Musk versus Zuckerberg? I don't even. First of all, it's probably gonna be some lame ass fight where they're wearing headgear and
I hope
they don't get hit. But I mean, I kind of want to see a cage. Like, I want to see a legitimate cage match because apparently Zuckerberg is not because of this situation, but has already been training MMA. So
that little nerd ain't gonna do nothing.
I'm here for it. And there's like a 12-year age gap, and the age gap is like
really,
yeah.
Who's
apparently
older? They both look weird. I mean, I don't know. They are wild looking people.
So I'm pretty sure I've seen that Zuckerberg is 39.
Ew.
I'm pretty sure I saw that. And then also I think I saw that Musk is 51.
That dude's 51?
I think.
I don't know. They're both.
But either way, I'm pretty sure the age gap where they are in life, 39 is a lot different than 51. Even though it's only 12 years, that's.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess I personally don't know because I'm only, 29 or whatever, but just seems to me like 39 and 61 is not the same as being 19 and 31. No. Like a 31-year-old can probably hang with a 19-year-old, but like that age gap of 39 to 51 seems like a
If you're 51 and listening, I am so sorry.
I'm not.
Luke's calling. Cancel Luke again.
Okay, first
He's
of
an
all,
ageist.
screw you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that for what they are, because I'm fairly sure neither one of them is like a physical specimen.
I mean,
so
look at no.
I'm sure there's a physical specimen that's 51 that could beat the shit out of a 39-year-old.
No
But but looking at the two of them,
I just don't. I don't care about this.
I
in fact, I'm annoyed that it's even happening.
I don't get being annoyed, but like,
I don't want to see two rich fucking losers duke it out for what? Is their money going to charity? Is it going to their own pockets?
it's probably going to their own pockets because
So like, why am I? I'm not contributing to that. Hell no.
I get not wanting to contribute to billionaires, but I'm kind of intrigued by it.
If they both lose, I'm here for it. If they both like trip over each other and like
Just bonk heads.
and
That
they're
actually
out,
would be pretty. That would be worth the money too.
I'd watch that shit on loop, no doubt. It'd be my background. It'd nonstop.
Yeah, I don't care about either of them, but watching them beat the shit out of each other sounds
Sounds
interesting.
All right, you're selling me on a little bit, but like
Yeah.
still, I just can't bring myself to care.
Yeah,
They're both trash.
it's also like kind of stupid. The reasons that I've heard for why it even started in the first place. So whatever. I mean, beat the shit out of each other because you're trying to steal each other's ideas, I guess. Whatever. Or trying to take the other one out of business. I don't know, but whatever.
Shout out them, man. I love me some billionaires. Fucking clowns. And then our last news topic is a sad one, so I'm going to bring us down a little bit. One of my favorite authors unfortunately passed away last week. But his name's Cormac McCarthy. He wrote one of my favorite books called The Road, which I think you should read. I think you'd really like it.
Yeah, I've never heard of this guy, but I did actually see that he died, which shows that
I think
that he's a big time.
He's regarded as
big
one
time
of
deal.
the greatest American authors
Yeah.
of our time. But yeah, so if you looking for something to read, The Road's not for everybody. It's kind of dark and gruesome and depressing, which is why I like it. But there's also a little like a ray of hope in there too to hang on to. I highly recommend it. It's a great book, great author. He has an interesting style that I don't know. It's unlike anything I've ever read, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I might give it a chance after.
Well, I recommend it to you. You have like 1,000 things to read, so like,
I mean, I
one
jump
day.
around a little crazily when it comes to books, so
Yeah.
I might get to it. You never know.
all right.
But after that, kind of slightly depressing topic, which we had two of them in there with the Titanic situation and the author dying,
And
but
we're not gonna. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Sure.
we'll move on to the next thing. I at work have been, we like talk about like just pass the time. We talk about random stuff, and I brought up the other day like, what is your favorite albums? And I'm not talking like your favorite song and then that album that has your favorite song, like it's only one song that you care about, but you say it because it's that. I'm talking like at least has like 3 songs that you think are like awesome, and then the other songs carry some weight too. And I just thought that would be an interesting topic.
Hell yeah.
For this, because I would love to know what your top 5 favorite albums, talking bangers all the way through.
Bro, I am hyped because we've never really talked music. So I had no idea what to expect from your list. But
My list is everywhere, by the way.
yours is everywhere. Mine is in one spot.
Warning.
It's in one spot. It's trash pop music that I'm obsessed with. I love it. So yeah, I got 5 plus 2 honorable mentions. So I'm gonna start there. The first honorable mention is my girl Rina Sawayama. She's a Japanese British chick that I'm obsessed with.
Yeah, never heard of that shit in my life.
Bro, yeah, she's not like yeah.
I'll check it out.
She's in the new John Wick movie. She plays one of the main characters or whatever.
Okay, so she's like an actor, not
It was her-
not
it was-
that her song was in it.
Bro, it was her first movie she ever did in a John Wick film. Crushed it. Well, I haven't seen it, but like never
How
seen
you
it.
gonna say she crushed it?
Bro.
You haven't even seen it.
I watched TikTok. I don't know. I've never seen John Wick. I don't care about those, to be honest. But She's in it. Her music is like fun pop. She has some rock to her too. That's real fun.
Yeah.
So shout out her. It's called Sawayama by Rina Sawayama. And then my other honorable mention is by a band that I recently got into. It was in the last year, called the Backseat Lovers. The album is called When We Were Friends. Their music, it's very like guitar forward. A lot of guitar solos. A lot of, not acoustic, but it's, I don't know how to describe it. They got a weird, like, cool, funky vibe to them.
Yeah, kind of like a, not bluesy, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
kind of got that, like,
I'd say that, yeah.
those riffs and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I've never heard of this band either.
Bro,
so.
You should check. I think you would actually like them.
All right. I mean, like I said, I'm going to check out all of your list, because there's a, let's just say a lot that I don't.
Pretty much the whole,
I would say, without a doubt, haven't listened to any of these all the way through. So
most of it, but that's fine.
All right, so my honorable mentions, I have two as well, and this is gonna be a little wild, so buckle up, because I listen to almost about every different genre of music that you can listen to. I went through a dubstep phase where I was listening to Skrillex like crazy.
You would be a Skrillex
and
person.
I mean, let's just be honest, I've went through a lot. FYI, Skrillex is not on here. But I'm gonna go with my two honorable mentions. I have an album by the Avett Brothers. It's called Emotionalism. It's kind of chill. I mean, if you've listened to the Avett Brothers, I don't even know how to categorize it, because it's not bluegrass, but it's
like folky.
Yeah, folk. That's
folk.
it. Folky.
Look at me knowing.
It's folky, and so that album, it's got tons of good songs. The Ballad of Love and Hate is on that. I'm telling you what, if you're gonna listen to one, that's a good one. I love the Ballad of Love and Hate. And then my second one is Nickel Creek by Nickel Creek, and this one is a bluegrass band.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I'm talking banjo picking bluegrass band.
Kentucky.
And it's got some. There's songs that I love in it that are in essence kind of a little strange. There's one called The Fox, and it's literally a song about a fox, and it's like stealing chickens and stuff.
Ooh.
But it's good. The one that you should listen to on that one, if you're going to listen to any of them, is I think it's called The Lighthouse Tale. I believe is what it's called. It has something to do with the lighthouse, so if you see the one that says lighthouse,
probably that one.
That's the one I would guess.
But
that one's what I would listen to with Nickel Creek, and those are my two honorable mentions.
Bet. All right. Avett Brothers, I checked them out. They're pretty good. I don't typically like folky. I get bored. It's fine. But they sound.
You gotta
good.
have all kinds of stuff in there, huh?
Yeah.
Can't have just chill music.
I need a beat, bro. I need a beat. All right. Let me hit my number 5. This one's the only non-pop album on my list, so shout out to them. It's 10 by Pearl Jam. I started listening to Pearl Jam this year, actually, because 2 guys at work roasted me for like 45 minutes probably about my non-rock loving self. So I was like, maybe like I should challenge myself and like broaden my horizons a bit and try out some rock music. I hated most of it, if I'm being honest. Like, it was not my thing. Pearl Jam, though, like, I fucking love Pearl Jam, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna listen to rock music, Pearl Jam, and I probably know some songs off this album, but I don't know Pearl Jam enough to know the album.
Yeah.
But I would, if I was to guess what rock album or rock group you would be into, Pearl Jam probably would be it.
It makes a lot of.
It's not necessarily like what I consider like.
It's like
hardcore rock,
entry level rock, maybe.
Yeah,
is that
kind of like to go from your pop loving ways to rock.
Disclaimer: I loved emo music as growing up. I liked emo, I liked screamo. So like, it's not like I didn't listen to any rock.
Yeah, I mean, geez, if you liked screamo, that's about as into rock as you can go.
Yeah, I mean, but different. Like,
different, but it's definitely like rock.
But I don't like. I'm not some like, obviously, some.
I mean, I guess it's
macho-
not really rock. I guess that's more metal, isn't it? Is there a difference between rock and metal?
You're literally asking the wrong person. Like, you couldn't be farther off from me. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, go on.
Don't ask me. But bro, listen, Jeremy, Even Flow, fucking bangers, bro. Check them out.
Alrighty. All right, so I'm gonna list number 5 for me. I'm gonna say this. This is not like a song or an album that I listen to regularly or anything like that, but I listened to it the other day. Me and my wife got into her dad's truck because we needed to haul some stuff, and for whatever reason, my wife put in a CD, and it was Shania Twain.
Yeah.
Come On Over.
Hell yeah.
And we listened to that as we were driving, and I think that might be every Shania Twain song I know is on that freaking album.
It's a great album.
I'm like, how in the hell? I honestly had to look up stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was like, she has to only have like maybe one album or 2 albums, and that's the reason why all her bangers are on one album. But apparently it's just that all of her bangers, at least I didn't look at the other albums. There might be like a ton of bangers on them too. I don't know. But I think that might have been every Shania Twain song I recognized was on that album.
Yeah, I'm saying here, like, I'm not a Shania Twain guy, but that album, bangers. Like, it's great.
And I used to love Shania Twain when I was a kid.
Sure,
I used to
as a
sing,
kid, yeah.
I used to sing them all the time. So
Yeah.
it's not something I'm gonna like listen to all the time. But I'm like,
It's a great album.
you can't top having like, I guarantee you there was at least 5 or 6. Like,
Bro.
I bet you I don't know this, but I would almost guess that at least half of that album went platinum individually.
Dude. Well, not only that, it had Man, I Feel Like a Woman on that album.
That's the anthem for all the women out there, man.
What a great fucking song.
I mean, that's an anthem for me.
That's a karaoke bop.
Because, man, I feel like a woman sometimes. You know?
Man, I feel like a woman. Banger.
Yep. You're
Fucking
not wrong.
fire.
You're not wrong. All right, number 4.
Hey, dun, dun, dun. So my number 4 is the one I'm nervous. I don't know your reaction to this. It's Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson. The fucking American Idol, national treasure, Kelly Clarkson.
Okay, so I like Kelly Clarkson music, okay?
Uh-huh.
Kelly Clarkson, the person, is annoying to me.
Get off this.
So it's
Get
very
out.
hard for me to
Bro.
like her music enough because, like, her as a person, I'm like, to me, she's cringy. She's like too over
National treasure, Kelly Clarkson.
I'm sorry, she's just too over the top for me or something.
Over
I don't know what it is, but
I'm
she's cringy to me. So
literally
sorry.
the worst person I know.
I'm sorry.
Bro, Kelly Clarkson is I think she's the most talented singer we have right now. She can do it all. No joke.
Dude, there's somebody else on your freaking list that's more of a talented singer and artist than her. It's literally one person up on your list.
Oh, we're about to fight right fucking now. I'm moving on from it. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Kelly Clarkson. First of all, the album.
All right, number 4.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not done.
Oh, okay. Go
I
ahead.
have to read you this fucking. Hold on. I got to get this shit pulled up because you need to know how this album fucking opens.
Yeah, go for it.
First song, Breakaway.
I don't know what that is.
Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. You know
Oh,
Breakaway.
okay, yeah. I got you.
Second song, Since You've Been Gone.
Okay,
Fucking banger. Third song, Behind These Hazel Eyes.
That sounds familiar. I don't know. I probably would recognize it.
You would recognize it. And then fourth song, Because of You.
Because of you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Dude.
I got you.
And then it ends with fucking, well, it doesn't end. Walk Away, also on that album. Just walk away. Just walk. Oh, you would know it.
I didn't recognize it from that, but okay.
But I like this album. I like it. It's pop. It's a little emo. Like, the lyrics are emo. It's got, like, a rock vibe to it that's kind of emo. So, like, couldn't be more perfect for my...
This was early on in her career,
it was
too,
her second
right?
album. It was, like... I was in junior high when this came out.
Okay, I was
So I
going to
was
say...
really... When I first started feeling my feelings, like,
okay,
this album dropped and I was here for it.
I got you. All right, number 4 for me. This person is... lyrically wise is just out of this world to me anyways. I just you gotta like them asses with some stretch marks, you know.
Yeah, boy.
We got Kendrick Lamar, Damn.
Bro, Kendrick, fire.
And I don't think there's a song on that album that I don't at least like a lot.
It's a no-skip album.
Yeah.
No skip.
I every one of them.
Yep.
And I mean, this is obvious, like, when that came out, you know, everybody was all about that album.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is a obvious
it is,
selection,
but it
hits.
It
hits.
should be on
and
the
it
list.
hits from beginning to end. So,
yep.
and I like rap.
Mm-hmm.
I like everything. So, but yeah, just beginning to end. But
Yeah.
like I said, that might be my favorite line in the history of ever, because I like some ass with some stretch marks. I ain't like all that fake shit.
Who doesn't?
But anyways, so we'll go ahead and go on to 3. I'm going to go ahead and do this one.
Yeah, do
And
it.
Take over being first for a second.
Yeah, fuck me then.
All right, so this is a little weird, because so when I say this artist, you're going to think it's in the same
Yeah.
genre as the one before, but it's Childish Gambino, but it's his Awaken My Love album, which is way more like reggae kind of style of. It's not rap. It's not one of his rap albums. It's Awaken My Love, and it's fire from beginning to end. And even my wife, I made her listen to one when we were dating, and like, she listens to that shit as well. So I'm all about it. That's just a really good album. I'm trying to see if what the name of the song is that I would suggest to listen to.
There's 2 that I love on this album.
All right, so Redbone is the one that I showed to my wife, and she likes it too. So if you're going to listen to anything on the album, I'm obviously not going to tell you, like, unless you want to listen to the whole album, but to get an idea of what it is, Redbone.
Redbone's a banger. California, also a banger.
Yes.
I like California.
I like them all.
That's how I got introduced to him, because that was played on a radio station that I listened to.
So that's how you even found out about Childish Gambino?
No, first of all, I'm a huge Community fan.
Well, not the actor. I'm talking about the...
Well, that's why I knew he made music. I like his rap stuff. I've never listened to the album like front to back, but
okay,
I know of that.
I thought you were saying like you got introduced to his music by that album. I'm like, man, you probably got thrown for a loop whenever you listened to anything else.
Well, I mean, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what? California? What are we doing?
But yeah, that is a good one. So
yeah.
Now, I'm gonna throw it back to Nate, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this next one is the one that I'm saying is more of an icon /
I hate you.
Just a better musician, totally. Like, she's reinvented herself 1,000 times. Take it away.
Oh my god, I don't know where to start. Kelly Clarkson's the GOAT. First of all, this album, I'm just gonna come out and say it. 1989 by Taylor Swift is a fucking banging album. It has a special place in my heart. I think, honestly, it might be the best pop album of all time. It's highly regarded. It's full of bangers, top to bottom. Conceptually, it's great. The lyrics are fantastic. I'm not a big Taylor Swift guy.
I don't really necessarily care. So I think you may be confused about how I feel about Taylor Swift.
You're just being wrong over there.
I don't care that much about Taylor Swift one way or the other. But you're talking somebody that, like, as the times changed with it, and has stayed relevant.
Did Kelly Clarkson not do that?
No.
How?
Are you kidding me? Have you seen how Taylor Swift is, like, selling out?
She's doing great.
Tell me the last time Kelly Clarkson even got close to any of that. That would now.
Okay, first of all, we should not be comparing. Women get compared too much in this world. We don't need to be doing that.
Okay, whatever.
This is a woke podcast.
Yeah, move on. Move on.
They're different. I think Taylor is.
Yeah, they're different, but I'm saying I don't feel like. I feel like if. I don't know. I don't know enough about Kelly Clarkson's music, I guess.
Yeah.
To really have a real good opinion about this.
Sure.
But I just feel like Taylor Swift, if she decided tomorrow she wanted to release a rock album, I think she could do it.
Because Taylor Swift fans are wild. They'll buy anything.
Yeah, but I'm talking like it would actually be good.
Have you listened to her folk albums?
I don't think so.
Okay, I did.
Like I said, I don't listen to Taylor Swift. But...
I don't. They're not my favorite, but they sold like crazy because people love Taylor Swift.
I know that, but I don't know.
Anyway,
she started out country. She went pop right when she needed to. She's just hit the wave. She hit the wave, and she wrote it to major success. So that's why I'm saying, like, I can't be like Kelly Clarkson is the GOAT whenever you got Taylor Swift one step ahead of her.
You know what I'm gonna do? My TikTok is just full of Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, so you're just gonna start spamming me with Kelly Clarkson?
Yeah, because her show.
I swear, if my algorithm just starts having a bunch of freaking Kelly Clarkson, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Dude, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna move on. Her talk show. Why am I talking about Kelly Clarkson still? I'm on Taylor Swift right now.
Exactly.
Listen, check out and you know what? Whatever. I'm done. 1989, great fucking album. Her hits are fine. The rest of the songs that aren't like singles or whatever, great, like fantastic. I like them more than the hits that she released. So yeah, that was my number 3, and then I'm gonna move on to my number 2, which this one I struggled with on my list. I did not want to put it on here. I went back and forth, but this is an album. When I'm too lazy to like hit the skip button in my car, I'm throwing this on because top to bottom, it's great. It's got different vibes, different feels. It's Planet Her by Doja Cat. Do you know Doja Cat?
I vaguely know Doja Cat. She's got pretty good music that I've heard.
Yeah.
But I mean, and I'm sure I probably have heard something off of this maybe. But yeah. Like I said, this list, I can guarantee you on your list, I don't.
Yeah.
1989 by Taylor Swift might be the one that I probably know the most out of it, but I don't know it like without looking at the track list. So
this one, I think, if you like any on my list, I think it would be this one.
Gotcha.
Because she's hip hop, she's rap, R&B, pop. She has like a spunkiness punk to her.
Yeah. That
I really vibe with. She can do it all. I think she is mega talented. Her lyrics are funny. Like, she's kind of wild and out there. If I'm gonna rap, which obviously I can't rap. Like, can you imagine me rapping? It's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
But this is the one that I go to. Like, and I'm gonna have to recommend a song. It's the last song on the album. Maybe my top 3 favorite songs of all time. It's called "Kiss Me More" by Doja Cat featuring SZA. It's dope.
All right.
I think
you're gonna have to write down one song out of each of these that I need to listen to first.
Oh, we should have done that.
And text it to me because I need to know.
I can do that.
All right. So we're going to go with my number 2. We're going to go a little wild here.
Yeah, this was wild.
But I'm telling you right now, if you put this album on,
I can't.
So I don't even. So listen, so when I get in my wife's car, whether she's driving or I'm driving, it's her radio. She plays what she wants.
Shout out, Jenna.
So this album, it's just got good songs all the way through it. I'm fine with her playing it because it's got good songs the whole way through, and it is Joe Bros. Happiness Begins.
I cannot believe you like the Jonas Brothers. That's wild to me.
It's so good. It's so good. I can't name a song off the top of my head that I would recommend as the number 1 because there's a lot of really good ones. So just hit shuffle when you get to the album, and whatever plays first is what you should go with.
This one I'll actually listen to the whole album. I like I think they're great. Like,
I don't have a problem with the Jonas Brothers, but I mean, I don't have, their albums on my phone or regularly listen. I regularly listen to them in my wife's car, but that's about it. So yeah.
I was shocked when I saw it. Like, I was like, really?
It's freaking good though.
I listened to a couple. It was good. Like, they got a cool little vibe to them, and I think they're cool dudes. Like, I ain't got a problem with them.
Yep. Yeah, it's good. All right, so my number 1.
Let's do it.
And this is probably my top 3 favorite artists alone.
Mm-hmm.
is Chris Stapleton's Traveler.
Hell, I love this album, bro.
So, first of all, I will listen to every Chris Stapleton album from beginning to end and love every song. But Traveler by Chris Stapleton is where it is at when it comes to music. Now, everybody knows Tennessee Whiskey. Everybody does.
It's the GOAT. Like,
I would assume. And obviously, Tennessee Whiskey is not originally his song. Pretty sure it's somebody else's.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's somebody else's. But it's just so good. The whole album. And obviously, Tennessee Whiskey is the one you're going to hear about the most. But a couple that I would say you need to listen to is Whiskey and You.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore. And The Devil Named Music. I honestly, so I got introduced to this album and got introduced to this artist whenever he did that collab with Justin Timberlake at the VMAs or whatever it was, where they did Tennessee Whiskey and Justin Timberlake's whatever that song's called, that whiskey related song of his. That's how I got introduced. So obviously, I know that one probably the most, and most of you probably do too. But I almost would say Whiskey and You, Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore, and The Devil Named Music might be better than the Tennessee Whiskey. And they're his songs. Whereas I think Tennessee Whiskey, don't quote me on it, but I think Tennessee Whiskey is just a redo of a song that's somebody else's.
But the way he sings, like...
yeah, and I get that. I'm not bashing on Tennessee Whiskey.
No, yeah, I know. It's hard to say.
Because I love that song.
Bro, I love that.
But like I said, bangers from beginning to end on that whole album.
It's a great album.
I had to make myself stop at 3 telling you what songs to listen to. So
I'm gonna add Parachute to your list. I love Parachute.
Parachute is good.
I
mean,
jammed
listen, like I said, I had to stop myself. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to mention Nobody to Blame.
Yep.
Outlaw State of Mind. Sometimes I Cry.
I love Sometimes I Cry.
I mean,
I would though.
Fire Away, like. The whole freaking album is good, and you already know Tennessee Whiskey, so don't listen to Tennessee Whiskey as my recommendation. Listen to one of those other ones, one of the other 3. Listen to them.
Yep, it's a great album. Listen to the whole thing. Chris Stapleton, legend.
Yep. So, and my wife actually got me tickets, and we went to Lexington and watched a concert I
want to do that
a while back, and
was it awesome?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I mean, it depends on what you want from a concert. It's not going to be... It wasn't like all flash and all that stuff. But
no,
it was
that's
just
not what I
really
want from him.
freaking good music.
I just want to hear him
played.
singing to a mic.
Yes.
I don't care about anything else.
So, yeah, that's what it was. Just
Hell
really good freaking music being played.
Hell yeah.
So, what's your number 1?
So, my number 1 is, similar to Chris Stapleton. No one would say.
I was like, similar to Chris Stapleton. I was like, hold on, what am I looking at?
It's Lady Gaga, The Fame, her debut album. This record means a lot to me. It came out when I was in high school. I was obviously still in the closet at that time. So, I couldn't listen to Gaga without the fear of, getting outed and beat up or whatever. I don't know. So in my car, when I was by myself, I would put this in. I had a little burned CD with no name on it, so if someone saw it, they wouldn't know. But this album, bro. I would sing my heart out. I would dance. I was living my best life.
I almost got really sad just then,
bro. This one has some meaning, bro.
That.
And not meaning aside, let me tell you how this album opens up. First song, Just Dance. Second song, Love Game. You don't know Love Game? You don't know Just Dance? Hold on.
First of all,
rewind.
Listen, you're telling...
Bro.
I'm the world's worst when it comes to who the artist is that sings a song and what the name of the song is.
Do I have to sing again?
No, you're good. I'll listen to it.
Okay, Love Game. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. I want to take a ride on your disco stick. Lyrical fucking genius. What are we doing? It don't get better than that. Come on.
I do know that song.
Okay.
When you said that title, I recognized it, but I didn't recognize the first one, I don't think.
That one was her most popular. Well, that was her opening single. Paparazzi, number 3.
Yes. Paparazzi.
For Poker Face.
Poker Face.
You know Poker Face.
I even like the Lil Wayne remix, Poker Face.
Yeah, dope. Fucking fire. But that's how the album opens. Like that. What a fucking start to your career. You come out with those 4 fucking bangers.
Yeah.
And she was out there doing the most, living her crazy life.
Yeah,
but
she's
also,
wild.
like, also making great music. And then besides those, like, her other songs, I'm not going to recommend... I could recommend them all, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to say, listen to Starstruck. That song is a fucking banger. It's got a rap section. It's got, like, I don't know. You'll have to listen to it. It's fucking fire.
All right.
But that's my number one. Gaga's number one. She's my queen.
Yeah.
And I'll fight you if you say Taylor Swift is better.
Listen, I'm not going to say Taylor Swift is better because I don't really care about Taylor Swift that much either way. But, hey, I'm going to listen to some of them.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I'll shoot you my list.
List with at least one song from each album.
Yeah.
If you need to do a couple, I can handle that. I can listen to a couple, but don't get wild
I'll
and
just
say
shoot
the
you
whole
one.
freaking album or
Yeah.
something crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I will eventually maybe listen to the whole album of all of them, but
Yeah. I'll tell you
at least
that
give
I
me a
did.
little taste of each one. So is there anything else you want to shoot the shit about before we head out? Or
No, I think we did it, bro. I think that's
right.
pretty much it.
All right, guys. So we're going to get out of here. So thanks for listening to our first Shooting the Shit
Real episode.
episode.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you listening, and check us out again next week.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Bye.